Ngā mihi mahana kia koutou I te rānei. A big warm welcome to you all. Today in the kauta we are making mocha eclairs for a wonderful wahine called Corrie. Now she's been nominated by her daughter Annalise, who spoke of how she is a super hard worker. He ihu one ia. She is a single mother of 5 and lately she has planted her big own veggie garden to help provide for her whānau as well. So, Corrie, these eclairs are just for you. When I did the Great Kiwi Bake Off, we made a giant choux pastry tower, and I will never, ever do that again. But I do love making choux pastry, and once you learn the few little tricks that you need to know, you'll be away. Nā reira, me tīmata tātou, let's get started. Koine ngā kai ka whakamahia e tātou, here are the ingredients you need. Kia kotahi kapu puehu parawa, 1 cup of flour. Kia rua rau rima te kau rita mano wai, 250 ml of water. Kia kotahi rau karamu pata, 100 grams of butter. He kini tote, a pinch of salt. Kia toru heki, 3 eggs. Let's make some choux pastry. First up, you want to get your puehu parawa and sift it into a bowl. Easy. Next step is to pour your whey, pata and tote into a medium saucepan and put it over a medium heat until your butter is just melted, like that. Now get your freshly sifted puehu parawa and put it straight into your butter mix and stir it up until a thick gluggy dough forms, and then put it back on the heat over low heat, and you just want to keep stirring for a couple of minutes until you get a light film on the bottom and you've cooked out some of that flour. Now we want to cool it down, so I just smush it all around the bowl and let it cool for 5 minutes. As it is cooling, break your heki into a small bowl and stir it up. Kauroria. Now your dough should be slightly cooled and you can add a little bit of heki at a time. Drizzle it in. Kauroria anō. Stir it up again. Repeat the process. Drizzle it in. Stir it up until when you dip it into your dough like this, it should come out and form a V like that. Now I use a star piping tip, and then I load up my pastry bag with all of that beautiful choux pastry. Before I pipe it, I spray my baking paper with water, and that helps give my choux pastry lots of lift as it bakes. Now I pipe it on. You should get 2 trays of these. Cook them one at a time. Straight into an oven, fan bake at 175 degrees for 35 minutes. It should triple in size, and after 35 minutes, you want to get some type of pokey thing and poke it through each bun. This helps it cook all the way through and go super crispy. Then you put it back in the oven for 10 more minutes, and voila! A big tip here is, even though your eclairs look cooked after maybe 20 minutes, do not take them out. What will happen is you'll remove them from the oven and they will look beautiful, and then they will deflate before your eyes, and it's really dumb, and they'll kind of be eggy in the middle. Not cool. So do what I say, okay? Anywho, they will cool, and now it is time to make the mocha filling. Kia kotahi rau karamu tiakarete cafe, 100 grams of coffee chocolate. Kia waru te kau karamu tiakarete parori, 80 grams of dark chocolate. Kia haurua kapu creamy, half a cup of cream. Kia rua kokonui powder cafe, 2 to 3 tablespoons of coffee powder. Kia rua rau rima te kau karamu creamy tihi, 250 grams of cream cheese. Kia rua kokonui puehu huka, 2 tablespoons of icing sugar. Kia kotahi kokonui pe wanira, 1 tablespoon of vanilla paste. First we make some ganache. So into a bowl goes our tiakarete cafe, tiakarete parori, creamy, and powder cafe. Now we place this over a pot of simmering water. Do not let the water touch the bowl. Melt it gently until it turns into a beautiful ganache. And now we take our kremitihi, puehuhuka, and pewanira, and whip it up real good so it's lovely and soft. Now you want to slowly drizzle in your slightly cooled down chocolate ganache, a little bit at a time. And once it's all incorporated, you are done. Thick, creamy coffee and chocolate flavored mousse, so good. The thing is, if you don't want to make that, you can just whip some cream with a touch of icing sugar and a little bit of vanilla, and also add that into your choux buns. Totally up to you, not offended if you don't make it. Anyway, all we have to do now is just get our topping, which is just some melted chocolate. Kia kotahi rau te kau gramu tiakarete, 120 grams of chopped chocolate. Take your tiakarete and melt it. We have our pile of perfectly cooked choux buns, and we have our mocha filling and our chocolate icing, and we're now going to assemble them so they are one beautiful scenario. The other thing that I have snuck in there is some chocolate hazelnut butter. You do not have to use it, but the combo of chocolate, coffee and hazelnut is just divine, so check it out. So take a sharp knife and cut every one horizontally. Lovely crisp choux pastry. I made around 16 from this recipe. So into your piping bag goes your beautiful coffee mixture, and you can dollop that on. You can also just spread it on with a spoon. I love some piping action though, look at it. Such fun. Now if you want to, I smushed in some little surprises of chocolate hazelnut butter. Yum! And now for the topping. Just spoon on a little bit of your tiakarete. Spread it all around. And it's that easy. But let's watch that one more time. And go. The lid goes on, and then all of them go into the fridge for 5 minutes until your tiakarete is set. And if you've got some spare leftover filling, which you should have, you can do some little dollopy things like I've done. Then I got some white little edible putti flowers, and there you have it. Mocha Eclairs. Let's chop into one. Oh yeah. Mai tōku kauta ki tō kauta ki ki ana ki te aroha. Over this entire time of whānau kai the Giving series, I have tried to create a coffee recipe, and they've all been like, bow, bow, but I feel like this one is kind of good. So give it a whirl. I hope you love it, and Corey, I hope you enjoy it too. And good luck with that veggie garden. Very inspiring. Engari, kia pai te toenga o te wiki. Have a great rest of your week. Mā te wā. Kaurori, stir up. Kauroria, stir it up. Kauroria anō, stir it up again. Ihu one, hard worker. He ihu one ia. She or he is a hard worker.